Hi everyone, how you doing? I've had to come on to tell you about what I've just seen on Netflix and Oldham, right? But before I do that, I just wanted to let you know I've not gone anywhere. I've been right busy. Um, my alarm going off then. Yeah, I've been really really busy. I've been busy at work and I've been busy in this house. So I've actually concluded nearly the front room. So the walls are painted, the curtains are up that I made, the sofa is together, the floor is the tiling's nearly done because I've tiled the floor. Yes, I'm doing it. You know I can tile. I tiled bathroom, didn't I? So taught myself to do it, and I just did it, and I'm just not scared, so I just crack on. Anyway, it's all right. I've done a reasonable job. The problem I've got is I've got to now do I've got to do the alcoves and I've got to do the edges. So, but also I need to get some bloody videos in because I'm sick of just being in this house 24/7. That's literally what I do because I work from home, and when I say 24/7, it literally has been because the weather's been crap and um just loads of things against me in terms of like I've had to sort of be really selfish with my time. And well, actually, no, because if I was selfish, I'd go out and go around graveyards because that's really what I want to do. But I suppose what I'm saying is I've had to just get on and do. I know the lighting's shocking, but it just is what it is. So yeah, I've just had to get on and do as much as I can. But this weekend we're definitely getting some history and some graveyards in 100%. I've got to. I need to get out and I need to like see something and look at things that I find interesting and then bore you with. So we're definitely going to get out and do some walking and some talking, and we're going to find some fabulous things, and we're going to see what histories we can find. And also, I've got some footage from a couple of weeks ago when I did Bradford. I went into this graveyard, this beautiful church and graveyard, and it's on the main drag in Bradford. I can't even tell you what the road's called because I've got no clue. But it's the bit that, you know, when you come down 62 and then you take the turn off of Bradford and then you come off onto like a dual carriageway. If you know what I'm talking about, then you know what I'm talking about. There's like a petrol station and a subway across road, and you carry on and then you get down to Asda. If you know what I mean, then you know what I mean. So the church is down there, but it's really old and some beautiful graves. So I need to research those. I've just not had the opportunity. Why is it so freaking dark in here? Um, so I need to do that. And what else? What else? What else? Oh, and I'm going to nip over to Johnson's Tiles in Wakefield tomorrow. So I don't usually go out the house in the day, but I'm going to take my dinner tomorrow, like to go out to get out the house, and I'm going to go to Johnson's Tiles in Wakefield. I might actually go a little bit earlier than dinner. I don't know what time I'm going, but I'm going to go tomorrow. I'm going to have to make time. I've got a few appointments for work that I can. Obviously, I need to be at home to take, but it's only like 10 minutes up road for me, Wakefield. So, and I know exactly what I'm going for. So, in there, they've got these little square tiles, and I'm going to buy, they're only a fiver a pack, really cheap. So, I'm going to, if they still got them, I'm going to buy 4 or 5 meters square. I might get 5 meters square. I might get 6 actually. Yeah, I'll get 6 meters square because that's 30 quid. And I can use them like on the fireplace. I've actually got some other tiles for the fireplace, but that I'll show you that in the video. So what was I saying? Oh Jesus Christ. Yeah. So I'm gonna go and get these little tiles, and I've decided on the kitchen top I can't cope with it because I don't like them yellow tiles. They're shiny and they're just not suitable for the top. But these ones are matte, and I think they'll look really nice. You know, like those Americans. If you're American, you have like tiled worktops, don't you, in kitchen? I like that look, so that's what I were going for. But those yellow tiles just don't cut it. So I'm going to get them. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to waz the yellow tiles off. They're only fitted with silicone, so they'll be easy to remove. And then I'm going to put down some proper tile adhesive, and I'm going to put those white tiles down. Well, they're like a creamy colour, but I think they've also got like, I think they've got some beige ones as well. So If they've got the beige ones, I think I'll get beige. I don't know. I might just get white. I don't know, but we'll see tomorrow because I'll take you with me, right? You can see what they've got there. It's where I got the floor tiles from, which are actually wall tiles. The floor tiles that I put down are wall tiles, but I put them down up floor. You know what I'm like. And I've done like a herringbone effect. So yeah, you'll have to see. But it's like I'm having to do it in like dribs and drabs because move things and then grout and then the grout needs really scrubbing off the tile and anyway, it's a job. But I need a break from it and I want to get that kitchen done. So I'm going to stop waffling and I'm just going to complete my thought. My thought is either Saturday or Sunday I'm going to do the kitchen, i.e. I'm going to knock them tiles off. The kitchen is absolutely disgusting. I swear, it's awful. I've got half a smashed up couch in there. I've got loads and loads of pictures and mirrors that I can't actually fit back on the wall, so I don't actually know where I had them last time, but I can't fit them back on the wall, so I don't know what's going on there. So they're going to have to go upstairs in the attic, so I'm going to have to start carrying them up. They're going to have to go up in the attic, and I'm going to put them in the eaves, and I'm going to just leave them out the way for now, and I will use them, because I'm also going to, not yet, when I get back from Egypt, because I'm going to Egypt in January for a month. I'll tell you about that in a minute. I've been harping on about it for a few weeks, but so yeah, I'm going to put the pictures away. I need to sit forward for that light, but my knees are right sore because I've got my legs crossed. My knees are right sore. I think it's with cold weather because I'm getting on in my bed. Anyway, so what else was I going to say? Yeah, so we're going to do some tiling. I'm going to redo the kitchen. I'm going to show you a time lapse of me cleaning that kitchen because, honest to God, it is disgusting. The floor is disgusting. The other thing is, as well, I need to work out what I'm doing with that floor. I think I've really knackered it. Like, there's paint on it now and all sorts. So I might even end up retailing that kitchen floor at this rate. We'll just have to wait and see, everyone. But I'm not retailing anything in the kitchen this year. That's going to be a job for like later on, like March, April, May, June, something like that. Or if I can get away with it, I'm just going to scrub the tiles because I actually quite like them. Anyway, that's that. We'll do a graveyard. I'll put the video out on the front room and how it's looking, and it is. I love it, by the way. But it's not finished because, all right, it might be like I want them graves on the wall. Those grave ribbons that I've got. I need to put them on the wall, and I think I've worked out how I'm going to do it now because, like, I've thought, do I do it as like a wood carving? Maybe, but that it's hard, like, to do the wood carving. And then I think, do I put it on like a cloth and do I like sew the letters on? Like embroider the graveyards. Yeah, that's a good one. But then I'm thinking, you know what? Maybe a canvas. Like a canvas, a big, massive canvas. I can put the grave onto it. I've got a method that I'm going to utilise. I'll save it for the video, but I think I put it on and then I can paint it. I can paint, or I can even use like a really nice marker to define everything and then do like the golds on them and stuff like that. So, but I want the graves on the wall. So that's the other reason why I suppose I've not got the space for those pictures now, is because at the bottom of the wall I've kept that free because I want to have all my graves down there. My grave ribbons, starting with Robert Ashcroft. And that's the other thing as well. I need to go back to Cheadle and revisit Robert's grave for two reasons. The first reason, I need another grave ribbon from there. And if you don't know who Robert Ashcroft is, you should do, because I'm constantly going on about it. But if you're from Oldham and you're watching this and you don't know who I'm talking about, Robert Ashcroft is the fella who's got the statue in Alexandra Park. No, I'm not talking about John Platt. That's the first one. The fella with the four-wheel moon round, that's John Platt. But further on, near where Cafe used to be before they knocked it down in the 60s, there's a statue of Robert Ashcroft. He was a solicitor from Oldham. He was born on Queen Street in Oldham, sorry. Queen's Road is side at Parkington. No, Queen Street. His father was a solicitor. His father and mother are buried in Chedington Cemetery, but he ended up, he was MP for Oldham eventually, and he showed Winston Churchill. Winston Churchill. He was Winston Churchill's mentor, or one of Winston Churchill's mentor. But he was a mentor of Winston Churchill. In fact, when his statue was unveiled in Oldham, Winston Churchill came back to Oldham. He was also MP for Oldham, but he came back to Oldham to unveil it. He had a lot of respect for the man. And also, I believe Robert's mentioned in Churchill's book, so I keep meaning to get that so I can read that chapter. I'm not interested in much else, unless he talks about Oldham. I don't really know that much about. Anyway, it doesn't matter. So I was going to go off on a tangent about Winston Churchill then, but I'm not going to do it. So that's why I'm going to stop. So that, yeah, I need to go back. I need to get a grave rubbing off Robert's grave, but also at the same time, I need to pull. Last time I visited about a year ago, and I've been looking for this grave for years, and all the while I had the information here in the house, and I didn't know it. And when I found it, my eyes nearly popped out of my head. And then when I realised that the church was still there, I couldn't believe it. And then when I walked into the graveyard and found it, and there's a video on the channel, I swear it was fantastic. And I really want Robert's grave rubbing on the wall. The reason why I can't use what I've got the rubbing, but when I did the original rubbing, I missed the word aged, because he died aged 50. I think he was 52. And when he passed away, I think he had a heart attack, I'm not sure. Anyway, so I need to go back and get that, because there's no point in me trying to draw the letters on and make them look something like, because then it wouldn't be the grave rubbing, would it? So I've got to go back. So we're going to do that at some point. And when I went to do Robert's grave, I don't think I did anyone else in the cemetery, or did I? I must have done. Yeah, I would have done. Yeah, I wouldn't have just done one grave. I've been talking for 12 minutes, everyone. It's because I've got so much to say. The last video that I put out, this is just done on my phone. I've got me whoopie-doo new camera now, which is fabulous. But my last video did relatively well. I couldn't believe it. It was just that walk that I did in Oldham, and I don't know what made it happen, but YouTube sent it out and it reached more people, and loads of people clicked on it. It's had more views than it normally would. And also, I've had a lot of new people subscribe, so if you're one of them, and thank you very much. Do appreciate a subscription, everybody. It's not imperative. I don't ask people to subscribe or like or anything like that. I like it when people like and comment. I always reply to the comments. I appreciate every single one of them. I appreciate every single viewing. And you know what? My channel is never, ever, 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 ever going to be like, a big whoopie-doo, make me loads of money channel. That's not why I started it anyway. But I do like the subscriptions, and I like the likes, because that tells YouTube that people like the content. But at the same time, I only want people to like, I don't ask for it, because I think if people like it, then they'll like it. And if they don't, then they won't, That rhymed, didn't it? So yeah, I've got loads to say, everybody, because literally I've not spoke to you now for about 2 weeks, and there's so much that I want to get on with this weekend. I'm really excited about it. So just to recap, there's going to be the video for the inside of the house for those that are interested to see what I've done and how I've done it, and all the rest of it. So that video will definitely come out this weekend. I can't tell you which day. And then after that, or before that, there'll be a video Saturday and Sunday. I think that's how it's going to have to be. And then there's going to be the cemetery video, or graveyard video, or history walk video. I've not decided what I'm doing yet, but I'm definitely doing one of them. So that's that video wise this weekend. And then next week I'm going having some work done to my face. I'm having some filler here. And the reason why I'm having it is because you can't see in this light, but trust me, it's there. I've got jowls coming. So I said to the fella who does my face, I said, is there out we can do for that? I said, well, maybe some more Botox in my neck, just to soften, because they say that muscle there, they said that pulls your neck down. But he said we can put a little bit of filler in here. So I think I'm going getting that done next week, but I don't feel my face being done. So there's that, and then we've got Christmas, haven't we? And then in the new year, towards the back end of January, I'm flying out to Egypt with my auntie for a month. So the plan is, and my employer is absolutely, honest to God, right, I work for the best people. Honestly, I really, really do work for the best people. Um, I can't even believe how lucky I am sometimes to work for the company that I do, because honest to God, like every day going to work is an absolute pleasure. And I don't ever dread going to work. Like, I love my job. I really love my job, and I love it even more now. I mean, I'm busier than ever, and some things I get asked to do. Some of them can be quite taxing, but I love it. You know, and but what I love as well is my boss. When I said to my boss I want to start working from abroad, he were like, "Yeah, no problem, as long as you can get an internet connection," which I can in Egypt. But so what's going to happen is we're going to fly out. If all's well, so I'm going to book 2 week holiday. I'm going to fly out to Egypt. As long as I can establish a suitable internet connection so that I can do my job, then I'm going to stay for a month. If I can, and then I'll just stay for 2 weeks and I'll have to come back home. But if I can do it, I don't know why I did that noise then, but if I can do it, what I'm going to do then is I'm just going to stay there. I'm going to rent an apartment for relatively, I think you can get them cheap enough. I mean, it won't be cheap, it'll be an expense, but it's a holiday, isn't it? And, and I think if you can, then you should. If you can, then you definitely should. And what I mean by can, I mean if your job allows you to do something, and and be aware and all the rest of it, then why not? That's what I think. So that's what I'm doing. And what else? Oh yeah. So we're saying, weren't I, right? Just been watching that Netflix, and well, I got it back last night, and I'm watching Glamorous. It's because that Kim Cattrall, Samantha out of Sex and the City. But she was also in like Porky's years ago, and she was in Mannequin. She was like the beautiful mannequin in that film Mannequin in the 80s. Anyway, she's English. She's from Liverpool, and then mother and father moved out to Canada with her when she was a kid. That's why she talks in a Canadian accent, but she is English. Anyway, she did this new series. It's called, well, I say it's new. It's been out a few years. It's called Glamorous, and it's really, 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 really good. Really, really good. I'm up to like episode 3 now, and it's really, really, really good. But it's all about like makeup, and like the main character, they're not trans, they are definitely gay, but he wears heels and makeup and stuff. It's just fabulous. Honestly, it's just fabulous. I love it. And the characters are really good. So anyway, I've been watching that, but I thought, oh, I'll just watch like the rest of series episode 3 now. And I went on, and there was this thing. It's called Joy. And then when I read the text underneath, it said, "Oh, it's about Albert. It's about Albert Steptoe. So Dr. Steptoe from Oldham. So if you don't know who he is, and you don't know this as a fact, IVF was pioneered in Oldham, and some people said there was some before that. I don't know, but there was a girl. The first successful IVF baby born in the world ever was a girl called Louise Joy Brown, I think her name was, from Oldham, and that was, I think it was a year after her. I think she's about a year younger than me. Or is she a year older? I think she might be a year younger than me. I think it was 1976 she was born. But anyway, the point is, it's not about that. The point is, the beginning of it was like all about these people, these doctors, and they're all from like Cambridge and stuff. And then came up, it was telling the story about the doctors. And I was fuming, me, because I'm thinking, oh, brilliant, yeah, fast forward. I didn't watch it, but I fast forwarded it to the Oldham bit, because I thought, I want to see what they've done with Oldham, like, because from 70s and stuff, like, will they use the old Oldham Royal Building? No. It's got, on the front of the building, it looks like the old BBC building, like the one in London, right? A big circular front, and it says Oldham and District General Hospital. I'm sure it were called Boundary Park in the 1970s. I'm frigging sure it were. Or if it weren't, I mean, if it weren't Boundary Park, then it needed to be the other one, didn't it? But it definitely weren't that one, and it didn't look like that. It should have been, for the video, it should have been an old-fashioned hospital, in my opinion. It shouldn't have been that, and it were. It's not Oldham District, is it? It's just Oldham Hospital, isn't it? I mean, am I going off my mind? Or my point is, you featured Oldham in your programme, but actually you've not done your research. You've not even tried to make it look like Oldham Hospital, and you've not even used Oldham Hospital's name. And even if you should, it's just not. And I was really disappointed. Anyway, I've not watched it because I know the story. She gets born, and I think I don't know if she still lives in Oldham, that girl. That'd be interesting to find out. Anyhow, I've been waffling on long enough now. I've actually been talking for 20 minutes and 45 seconds at this point, so I probably should go. I think I'm gonna take some hormones. I'm not supposed to take them for other days, but like I think I will. I think I'll take some tonight. I fancy taking some. Like, to be progesterone, you have to take them like so many days of the month and then so many days off. Like supposed to start taking. My doctor said take them at the beginning of the month for like 14 days. Is it 14 days or 12 days? 14 days. But I fancy taking them a bit earlier. I don't know, like a couple of days early. But then maybe I won't. Oh, I don't know. I'm just waffling, everybody. So it's all good. I'm gonna go and get my research material, and I'm gonna start looking at something, see what exciting things I can sort of. I need to get my book. I've got my book of videos, so that's what I'm going to get in, and I'm going to go through all of the stuff that I've got written down, see what I fancy doing this weekend, and yeah, get out there and do it. So, thanks for watching this very poor, bad quality video on my phone. I'll have the usual 4K ones out this weekend. I like them 4K ones, they look really good, I think. Definitely worth getting that camera, I believe. Anyway, I'm going to go, everybody, and I will see you over the weekend.